What's up, guys? Gingivitis75 here, bringing you a review of Marvel Legends retro carded Spider-Man series, Chameleon. I'm liking what I'm seeing from this figure so far, but again, the guns. Come on, Hasbro, it's lazy. I mean, you gave the same guns to Chameleon that you gave to Agent Venom and Forge and probably Nick Fury. But yeah, let's look at the packaging here. Same standard retro Spider-Man card on the back with the art here, Marvel's Chameleon. This is kind of the look, I believe, that the Chameleon had for the 90s Spider-Man animated series television show on Fox. He had like the bandolier that kind of went across with that belt and that little belt buckle in the middle. I think that's what controlled his powers. He comes with the two guns, the pistol and the rifle. And he comes with two pairs of swappable hands. He's got the C-grip trigger finger type hands, and then I think these are fists. Yes, they are. And then he has the J. Jonah Jameson mask. We'll look at the back here. We got the barcode. We got a little write-up as well as a little reel showing all the action figures in this wave. Spider-Man Unlimited as well as Agent Venom we already did reviews for. And as soon as I find Marvel's Kane, I'll do a review of that one. That one along with Chameleon are the four that I'm excited about and am planning on getting them all. I'm just not going to get Spider-Boy and Electro. I just don't know enough about them. So I know I've probably said this for all my previous reviews for this wave. But yeah, might get the Electro just for those effects. But I just, I like the old school Electro. I don't know who Spider-Boy is. I'm not reading the comics that much these days, so yeah. So we'll do the little write-up here. The half-brother of Kraven the Hunter, I did not know that, an enemy of Spider-Man, Chameleon is a master of disguise, an ultimate undercover spy. Half-brother of Kraven, huh? Interesting. All right. Looking pretty good. He actually looks big to me for some reason. But let's crack him open and see what he's all about. All right, here we got him still in the plastic molding, but off the card, out of the clamshell window box, and looking pretty good. I like the colors. Hopefully this belt straightens out when we get him out. I don't know. This should be centered, but it's getting pulled up by the bandolier. So hopefully that can be worked out when he's loose. And we got those guns, which I'm not a fan of. We got the kind of deflated J. Jonah mask that he'll be holding in his hands. We're going to mess around with some alternate heads, see if they can pop onto this body, since he is a master of disguise. And let's pop this guy out. All right, here we got Chameleon out of the molding, out of the box. I gotta say, I do think that this gun is a piece of shit. It's the same gun molding that came with Agent Venom Flash Thompson, which now I have given it to the anti-Venom. And that was all black. It wasn't painted at all, but at least this one, you got a little bit of black here on the pump. It's kind of gray gunmetal. But at least you took the time to add a little paint here, So there's that. But yeah, not a fan of the gun. The deflated mask is pretty cool. I think he's supposed to hold it in his hand. And I don't know if this is kind of a little grip thing here. I haven't really experimented with it yet. There we go. He grabs onto it pretty easily, I guess. Dang. Like, it just like kind of fell into there. It's like a cradle. The belt worked its way into the middle. Just kind of had to tug on this a little bit. It will stretch, hopefully, as time goes by, so this thing won't be as much of an issue. It just seems like this side is sagging because this side is held up with this bandolier suspender thing. Articulation, you know the deal. He's got his head here, pivots, not much looking down or up because of this this thing, which is actually removable, the turtleneck here. We're gonna show you that. Pops right off. We put this back on, and he's looking down. And he's looking up. So pretty good there. You got the stomach crunch. Pretty good. Goes back that far. Goes up that much. You can look at his dick. Shoulders. Goes all the way around. This is attached on the inside of the shoulder hinge. You got bicep swivel. You got the double jointed elbows with no pins. Looks pretty good. Twist and pivot on the hands, on both of them, I think. Yep. Oh, this one's more of like the jerk off mode. So this goes up and down. Oh, so does this. So gun wielding hands. Twist at the waist. Legs go out like that. He just does the splits. Thigh cut. Double jointed at the knee, no pins. Boot cut, swivel. And then, of course, the hinge and the pivot on the ankle. Pretty nice figure. It's very reminiscent of the cartoon from the animated series. I can't remember what he was wearing before in the Amazing Spider-Man cartoon, which reminds me with this figure here. We'll get into some comparisons and popping heads and stuff, but now that we have Chameleon, and we got Spider-Man, we got an Iceman, we got a Firestar, we got a Captain America, we got multiple Captain Americas, Doctor Strange, we have Namor. We are a Shauna the She-Devil away from 7 little superheroes, soon there will be none! That's right. All we need is a Shauna the She-Devil, and we can remake the story of Spider-Man and his amazing friends, 7 little superheroes. And I'll show you those figures because I got them sitting right here. Right here. Right here. Check that out. You got them. How the fuck did Chameleon fuck all these guys up, huh? I mean, they won in the end thanks to Spider-Man, but, I mean, Captain America, Namor, Doctor Strange, Iceman. Come on, please. Anyway. Alright. So, let's pop this guy's head off and see if we can pop some heads on here. Now, the previous offering of Chameleon, he came in a suit, and he got a Tommy gun and a few other things. But the swappable heads that came along with the Chameleon was J. Jonah Jameson and Hammerhead. We got the new offering of Hammerhead here. It is a travesty that they did not include the Tommy gun. They gave him a bat and some brass knucks. That's cool. Better body, cool pinstripe suit. He looks like a little thug. But for God's sakes, let's get the fucking Tommy gun. Come on. That's a classic weapon. We're going to pop this guy's head off. If it will pop off, come on. There we go. Jesus. Whew. And we're going to swap some heads. See if it works here. So there's the hammerhead going on here. Oh my gosh. There we go. That fits. That fits. So that means this guy's got to fit too, right? Oh. Ooh, that actually looks pretty sick. So, you know, that's Chameleon turning into Hammerhead. And maybe turning back, I don't know. I actually think this looks pretty dang good. It's kind of reminiscent of the old figure. All right. Then we're going to bring old J. Jonah. He's a menace! Wish I could do a J.K. Simmons voice. To me, that guy's J. Jonah. He could do the cartoon voicing of J. Jonah anytime. All right, let's see here. We're going to pop this head off of J. Jonah. Let's try it with the collar, shall we? Let's try the collar. We'll pop J. Jonah's head on here. And it works. You know how a lot of figures have different ball joints on the top here for the heads? There's different sizes. It's kind of crazy that both J. Jonah and Hammerhead have the same size ball, even though like J. Jonah's body is like significantly smaller. Yeah, I think so is Hammerhead's. But that looks all right, you know. We're just having fun. So get Hammerhead back there. Yeah, wish I should have held on to that Tommy gun. I sold it with the old Chameleon. I knew that this guy was coming out, so I rushed onto eBay and sold it and got some pretty good money for it. I was like, yeah, if you're going to buy it, you might as well get the whole thing. And I included the Tommy gun, but damn. I should have held out. I should have kept that thing. Anyways, it's cool. We can pop the heads on there. It's a little added plus. We're going to put them back the way they should be for now. And then bring out some other figures from the same wave. And then we're going to show you the 7 little superheroes deal here. Oh, come on, J. Jonah. There you go. Oops, excuse me. Tootski bootski. All right. I'm liking this figure. So far, strong wave, I gotta say. I'm trying to rank them in my head, but like the Agent Venom is pretty awesome. Spider-Man Unlimited, pretty good, not bad. I love the Agent Venom. He still might be coming in first place with this Chameleons. This Chameleon is strong. I might have to get him another gun though. I don't know. He'll be holding the mask in my display and probably have a gun in his hand, but I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this gun. All right. So, we'll bring in Anti-Venom, or Agent Venom, I should say. Sorry, Flash Thompson. They're about equal in height. And then we're going to do the Spider-Man Unlimited here. Can't wait to get that cane. I think that cane's going to be big boy. Have his head looking up a little bit more there. So pretty cool. We're doing cool, man. Like Todd McFarlane. Yeah, digging the Chameleon figure. It's about time. People have been wanting this figure for years, and it's like, where the fuck is it, you know? And they finally got around to it. So there's a few other villains I'd like to see come out. I think that the Mandarin is much needed. If we have to get that in the Maximum series, that would be all right with me. Mole Man, I think, is long past overdue. I'd like to see a new Batrock with the Vulcan body. Gosh, I know there's a few others, like the Thinker, maybe Red Ghost and his apes, do like a 3 or 4 pack for that guy. Yeah. So, that's going to bring me to this. Hopefully there's some fans of the old cartoon Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends that aired back in the 80s. And one of my favorite episodes, and it's not because of the Chameleon, but because you get an amalgam of different heroes that I was familiar with. Firestar, I think, was created for this show. They were going to do Human Torch, so it's going to be Iceman and Human Torch and Spider-Man's buddies. And in the comics, Spider-Man's pretty good friends with Human Torch. They're same age. I think Iceman is in the same age as those two, and, you know, he's, I guess, appropriately the same age, and so they would maybe hang out if they got to know each other. I love that series, but the episode 7 Little Superheroes was really dope because they brought Doctor Strange, Namor, Captain America, and Shauna the She-Devil. Now, providing that we got Kazar and Sabu last year, Shauna's got to be on her way in 2025. She's got to be. I mean, and people are like, well, she's wearing a bikini, and, you know, that's not good for the kids, and, you know, they probably won't make her like that. And it's like, why not? They did Tigra. And people were making the excuses like, oh, well, she's furry, she's hairy, and she's got hair between her skin and the bikini that she's wearing. And it's just like, it looks all the same. So, I don't know. To me, it seems like stupid excuses. I think if they're going to do a Shauna, they're going to do her in a bikini. Now, it doesn't mean her ass has to be hanging out, but it's going to be tasteful. But let's get the cheetah pattern bra and panties, cover the butt, give her like, I think she had some kind of like little thing around her ankle. That's similar to like Craven. But if we had her, you could do a nice little 7 Little Superheroes display. Maybe, you know, swap a Spider-Man head onto the Chameleon. Sorry, I had to sip my coffee. But yeah. 7 Little Superheroes. Soon there will be none. And he defeats them by kind of abducting them one at a time, imprisoning them, and then pretending to be them and tricking the rest. And he does stuff like leads Namor into a big pool, and he's like, "Oh, water, I can re-energize," and he jumps in, and he's like, "It's alcohol." And it dries his fish boy ass out, it dries him up, and he's like, "Oh." Too bad Iron Man wasn't there. If Iron Man jumped into that, he would have just drank it all. Sorry. So yeah, we hopefully we're seeing that in 2025. There's a lot of characters, and I know that Hasbro's got to do, more Spider-Man and more Captain America, more Iron Man, more Deadpool, more Wolverine, more Doctor Doom, more Hulk. We're going to get those, and that's just the way it is. They got to keep the kids coming back and appease the children and appease, the fanatics who love Spider-Man and those characters. And at the same time, they gotta dig deep for some deep cuts, and I think Shauna would be one of those, and I think it's expected because we just saw Kazar and Sabu come out. So there's a lot of characters on my wish list that I would love to see in 2025. So there's that. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the review of Chameleon. Please like and subscribe. Comment if you can. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care of yourselves. Happy 2025. Bye.